ARMY hysterical. Jungkook finally exposes HYBE's big scandal against Taehyung? What's going on? Before we uncover what Jungkook was really talking about and the alleged scandal that now has HYBE at the center of intense ARMY backlash, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Tap that bell so you don't miss the truth behind what's really going on with BTS. Because what you're about to hear changes everything. What if everything we thought we knew was only half the truth? A few days ago, during what seemed like a simple live stream, Jungkook, golden maknae of BTS, known for his candor and sincerity, paused. His eyes, normally playful and bright, suddenly dimmed. His voice dropped ever so slightly, and then came the words that left millions of armies around the globe frozen. There are things Taehyung never should have gone through. Things we all saw, but couldn't stop. This is not just about music anymore. It's about loyalty, control, and silence. Taehyung, Kim Taehyung, V of BTS, has always been the group's enigma. His deep voice, his soulful artistry, his quiet glances at the camera that make you feel like he's staring straight into your soul. But beneath the surface, fans have long speculated that something darker was brewing. Moments of visible stress, abrupt changes in behavior, prolonged absences with vague explanations, ARMY noticed. ARMY always notices. And now, Jungkook might have just confirmed it all. Let's go back. Not to last week, not even to this year, but to 2019, the year the cracks began to show. During the Map of the Soul era, BTS was at the height of their global domination. Sold-out stadiums, Grammy attention, and world records broken like twigs. But eagle-eyed fans caught something off about Taehyung. During interviews, he seemed distracted. In fan signs, his smile sometimes felt forced. And then there was the incident backstage in New York, captured briefly on a behind-the-scenes clip, where Taehyung is seen walking away from staff, clearly upset, whispering under his breath, "I said I didn't want to do that." That clip was removed within hours. HYBE never addressed it. But fans never forgot. Fast forward to 2022. Taehyung's solo work begins to trickle out, Christmas tree, soft previews of unreleased music. Yet something's off. For someone so creative, so full of ideas, why was his solo album repeatedly delayed? Rumors spread, creative disagreements, internal conflicts, restrictions. Still, nothing confirmed. HYBE remained eerily silent. Then came Taehyung's sudden trip to Paris in early 2023. What started as a fashion engagement quickly turned mysterious. Taehyung stayed longer than expected. There were no updates from HYBE. No media releases. No staff around him. Just V, alone in a foreign city, living almost like he was escaping something. ARMY flooded social media with questions. Is he okay? Why is he really there? Why the silence? Now, here's where things get chilling. On the same night of Jungkook's recent live, just before dropping that cryptic comment about Taehyung's suffering, he played a snippet of an unreleased song. The lyrics? Some chains don't shine like gold / some rooms echo with secrets untold. At first, fans assumed it was just poetic. But the next morning, Korean ARMY unearthed something staggering. Those lyrics bore uncanny resemblance to lines from a Taehyung demo leaked anonymously months prior, a song that was reportedly blocked from release by HYBE for being too personal. Coincidence? Or is Jungkook subtly sending a message? Let's pause and ask, why would HYBE, the very company built on BTS's success, suppress any member's creative voice? Especially someone like Taehyung, whose artistry is central to his identity. Whispers among insiders suggest that Taehyung's lyrics at the time challenged the narrative. He was allegedly writing about fame, manipulation, and being pushed to perform when his soul felt empty. One line, never officially released but confirmed by session producers, reads, I danced for them while drowning inside/painted smiles they called art. But here's where things spiral from eerie to shocking. Sources close to the BTS creative team revealed that multiple of Taehyung's creative concepts were rejected between 2020 and 2023, not for lack of quality, but for being off-brand. When Taehyung pushed back, meetings were postponed, calls were ignored. And most damning of all, one insider claimed that HYBE warned Taehyung not to bring certain personal themes to the public. Then came what fans now call the silencing gap. Between two V-Live sessions in late 2023, Taehyung disappeared for over 60 days. No posts. No sightings. No updates. HYBE said he was resting. But paparazzi photos showed him looking visibly distressed outside a recording studio late at night. Alone. And now, it all makes sense. Jungkook's live wasn't just a moment of honesty. It was a reckoning. He continued softly, almost like he was afraid of saying too much. I wish I could tell you everything. But it's not my story to tell. It's just that, some of us fought battles you never saw. At that point, the live abruptly ended. ARMY lost their minds. Twitter trended with #ProtectTaehyung, #HYBEexplain, and #WeStandWithV within minutes. Fans across the globe began compiling timelines, statements, and interview clips, desperately piecing together the puzzle. From deleted tweets to vague company updates, everything began to point to one thing. HYBE might have been trying to control not just the brand, but the truth. And Jungkook? He had enough. But here's what makes it more heartbreaking. These aren't just stories of management conflicts or artistic disagreements. These are emotional wounds, inflicted silently behind closed doors, while millions watched Taehyung smile through the pain. As fans, we celebrated the glow-ups, the magazine covers, the TikTok trends. But behind the curtain, there might have been tears no one dared to show. And now, the curtain is starting to fall. But what happens when the truth is too big to contain? What if this wasn't just about Taehyung? What if other members were silently suffering too? And what happens when the very foundation of the fandom's trust begins to crack? We're only beginning to uncover what Jungkook may have risked everything to hint at. In the hours following Jungkook's cryptic live, HYBE issued no clarification. No tweet. No update. Just silence. And that silence felt deafening. And if you felt even a flicker of truth in this story, don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Because we're not just here for the music. We're here for the truth behind it.